Doing an impromptu live. As I filled up the hurricane lamp. It's almost dark now, but I'm gonna. Well, it is almost dark, so I don't even know if I can light this fucker, to be honest. Oh shit, there we go. This hurricane lamp. Oh, I've got the camera facing me, so I can see chat, but it's rather far away, and I'm sitting in the new greenhouse, and I'm rather sore. I have to say that I'm rather sore at the moment. My lower back is sore, legs and my head. I went into Old Town, or went into town and got a bit of coffee and some lunch, and there you go. This old hurricane lamp is now working, but sadly I don't really have anywhere to put it. But there you go, look, that old paraffin lamp is well away. Oh, I wonder how spooky I can make myself look. Greasy cam as per usual. Oh, that'll do. Oh, hello and welcome to DJ Puff the Third. I'm just having a bit of a chill in the new greenhouse. I don't have. Oh, bloody chair just moved. Bloody chair just moved. Oh, I hate that. Oh. Anyway, we're in the new greenhouse, and so far I've got a couple of fruit trees in here that are supposed to be going over the allotment. Unfortunately, I haven't really been well enough. I was sick for about 2 weeks, and then after that I've just not really had the strength. I mean, I felt pretty good. I've just been sore, feeling pretty sore, but I've still got a Lord Derby cooking apple here, and I've got a plum, Avalon plum, and they need to go over the allotment. Also, earlier today I tried to put these little bits of metal onto the frames that were left, the external covers. Ishmael managed to do one in one corner, and today I've done two, one over there, and the one on the roof, although the one on the roof could still do with being tapped a bit more, because it's not completely on, but it means I'll have to get a ladder out here to get enough height to tap it. But there's just one left, this one in this corner, where there's a piece of metal that needs to be clipped on, and no matter how hard I try, I can't get it on now. I can't clip it on. Earlier today in the garden, in the gardenelle, I shifted a few old black dustbins around. One of them had compost in, and I've moved that in here for now. And at the same time, I potted up another Norfolk Island pine. I went to IKEA and I got another Norfolk Island pine, so I'll put that in a pot, and I've got it on 3 of them pieces of cut brick that are arched underneath that were offcuts of what they'd done when they made the greenhouse. So basically I've got a terracotta glazed pot with Norfolk Island pine, and it's raised up on 3 blocks, and that's over there. I've also got a tray of strawberries in here from last year, and then hornbeams that are rescued from the cracks at the gaff, at the rock at the gaff. So I've got the hornbeams, and I've got a bigger hornbeam in a concrete pot with sharp bits of slate around the outside, and that is pretty much on its way to becoming a bonsai, to be honest. Linda next door's just had her boy give me some food, some rice with some meat of some description. So that'll be going upstairs into the fridge, or will be cooked up or reheated. And the lavender's in here, and the oregano, and the marjoram, they're both in here as well. So yes, we've got the old hurricane lamp working, the old style one that was in the shed, and there's no leaks, and it lifts differently. That's a English made old style one. I haven't got the external lights on because I wanted to turn the hurricane lamp on. But I can see it's already greasy cam because of the streak down the screen. The Victorian Edwardian window is in here now, and I'll probably take hinges off of that, and at some point, if I ever find my drill, because I don't know where my DeWalt drill is at the moment, what I'll probably do, I will use my drill to attach 2 of the estate agent board poles to either side of it. Hopefully I can lay it on the floor, there's enough room in here to get them in, and I'll drill them and screw them to the window, and then what I'll do, I'll just rest it up on one end, and I'll use that as a basis for some kind of rack or staging feature. If I can get more of the estate agent poles, which is basically free wood, I might be able to see if I can get Tony Patience to make some new staging, or if I am well enough, maybe do it myself. I'll have to see. I have no idea if this is in focus, but it is very dark. Naturally, it's virtually dark out, apart from this hurricane lamp which I've just got going. I've just got this hurricane lamp going. Maybe if I put it on the door handle, to be honest, that's not much better either, but this side, doesn't it? Really, I've been rather tired, rather sore. Well, I haven't really been able to be out here as much as I'd like. I've got a small petrol can with paraffin in over there. Hello! Just doing a quick live. I've managed to get the old hurricane and I'm in the greenhouse. I've moved a black dustbin full of compost in here. and I shifted a few bits about outside, but there's still quite a bit of rubbish that needs to be taken away. We might have to get a yellow skip for that, a British skip for that. Hello. It's Smee. Hello, Smee. Sorry, the Wi-Fi cut out. Yeah, I'm in the garden. I've just managed to get the hurricane lamp going, and I'm just having a very fast live. It's virtually dark, to be honest, but I've got the old style hurricane lamp going, but my internet wobbled for a minute then. Yeah, we're back now. Naturally, I've got a bit of a greasy cam because you can see the flares on the screen, but I managed to light up the old hurricane lamp, and that is more of an old style. You can tell that. So a good old hurricane lamp that came out of the shed. But the greenhouse is now, it's fully built, although there were some metal strips missing, and Ishmael managed to put one up, and I managed to attach two more, but there's one more exterior strip that I just cannot for the life of me get to go on. And I've moved a couple of fruit trees in here that should be going to the allotment. So we've got a plum in here and a cooking apple, and they've got to go over to the allotment. I don't know. Herbs. Need to start thinking about making some kind of staging in here, so I can set down plants, my cacti collection, but also other plants like tomatoes, or maybe peppers or chilies or stuff like that. I need to make some staging. There's enough room in here, and I might even be able to fit a lounger in here for the summer, which might be nice. But yeah, I've been rather sore recently, and being it's dark, I haven't got Thermium out. I don't really want to have him out when it's dark, to be honest. But this live was very spur of the moment, to be honest. And as I said earlier, I got another Norfolk Island pine from IKEA, and I managed to put that into a larger terracotta glazed pot, and I've potted it on, and I'm just going to leave that in the greenhouse here for a while. I think they're pretty slow growing. I've got another one in the gaff, and I think I'm going to have to bring that here as well, because it's been in the gaff for quite some time and it's not happy. There's not the light there, and I'm surprised because it's south-facing, but I may end up bringing the original one here to be honest, I don't think there's enough light here either. I've built this greenhouse here and there's fuck all light here either. But you've got to try these things. You've got to try. And this was a big project. This greenhouse was a big project. I'm just hoping that I'll be able to use it to some capacity, bearing in mind my mental and physical health state at the moment. I have managed to get hold of 3 pieces of the estate agent's site wood. You get the posts sold to let, that kind of thing. They dump them literally everywhere, but at the same time it's free wood, it's free timber that can be used. and that estate agent Paul Wood is what I used to build the staging in the greenhouse over the allotment. Guitarist Tony Patience, he built all that himself, but I don't think that I'm going to be building staging in here till early next year now. It's just too dark and too dreary to build something like that at the moment. Also, I put up the 2 Croydon Tramlink speed restriction and whistle signs. I found them at Harrington Road tram stop on the Croydon Dignity Link network. One's red with a W, which is whistle, and the other one is red with the number 20 on it, so 20 kilometres an hour speed restriction. And I've basically temporarily put them up there. They need cleaning, to be honest. There's still a load of rubbish, to be honest, that needs removing. Yeah, I'm in the greenhouse. yeah, you can just see the the 9 graffiti that I've done behind. Yeah, you can just see the 9 graffiti on the fence that I've done some time back. Yeah, I might be able to turn this down a bit now because the oil is flowing through this wick nicely. Old school hurricane lamp. But as I said, I've still got a lot of rubbish that needs to go. But I'm pretty sure it'll probably be one large skip, or maybe a large skip and a mini skip worth. Just basically rubbish, but there's also a heck of a lot of wood behind the old shed. It's basically feather edge wood from feather edge fencing, but it's piled up at the back of the shed. And if I can get rid of all that, that will increase the airflow as well at the back of the old shed. I mean, I would have loved some kind of a summer house or an art studio, but the problem is, in my condition, my concentration, even if I did have some kind of an art studio with things hung up and paint and stuff like that, pens or pencils, I probably wouldn't be able to use it myself. I might have had to just have local writer friends come in, maybe Anik or Nees or A1. I'm not really sure. 1K, hey Gary! Arizona Skies live. Great to have you on board. Yes, 1,000 or just over 1,000 subs. It only took me, what, 14 years? Which is about the amount of time it took me to create an original character or outfit for Nashioki or Guy Online. It took me 14 years, 2010. I've had DJ Puff the Third since 2010. But the thing is, now that I've got 1,000 viewers, is it going to actually have an impact on my channel? Because I tried to put up a video, just a short one, about 2 minutes, with music in the background, and now, yeah, 14 years, and now it instantly says blocked. So whereas before, when I had under 1K followers, I was able to put music up. It would say the artist gives permission to still use the content, and at the worst they'll be partially blocked. But now the first video I put up with music in the background, with 1K subscriptions, it says it's blocked. To be honest, yeah, well, you say it's hard out there, so many channels, and that is the truth. But to be honest, I was never really pushing to get to 1,000 viewers. I mean, it was nice. It was a very slow creep up, and I had estimated that I would probably get to 1,000 by Christmas 2024 and blow me down. I'm actually there, but I'm maybe some weeks early. I'm about 3 or 4 weeks early. So yeah, 1,000 viewers. But the issue with my channel is because I'm older and I'm autistic, and I just put up what I like, what I share for certain communities, and my content doesn't really have any kind of fixed one subject. I mean, you look at my playlists, I've got quite a few different playlists, and you'll see that they're graffiti runners, they're vintage glass bottle digging, live music scene. I've got music, and I've always been someone that will plug the local live music scene in the town, gigs in the town. But this is it, sharing what you like, and that is exactly what I do. I share what I like. If I'm at an event, if I'm at a gig, I'm well enough to go to a band gig, and a couple of times I've actually been at a gig and I've literally done a live that's covered both sets. Let's say Strange Fashion. I've done lives of Strange Fashion, and I think I've done the Playboys at the Oval Tavern, which is more of a 1950s boogie, rockabilly type thing. But I do wonder that now that I've got 1,000 subs, am I going to have a lot of problems with music in my videos? And if that's the case, if I keep getting blocked with music in the background where I wasn't before, even partial and short segments, I mean, how is that going to improve my channel? it in fact throttles me, but I'm not complaining that I've got as many followers as I do now. I'm thankful, but I've yet to really figure it out or sink in how it's going to affect my channel in the future. And recently I've been struggling to do uploads. Yeah, being myself is cool, pretty much. Thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for that. That's what I try to do. I try to keep it as real as possible. And with someone that's on the ASD spectrum, that's basically what you get. You get real with them. Well, watchers and followers do not have an issue with that. It's YouTube and possibly their algorithm, and they're, like I said, I'm affected by the music. So if I upload videos with music in the background and it keeps saying blocked, I know I've got major issues since I got 1,000, which would be a shame, because somehow I'll have to try and do my Dev Meat Roundup vids, and try and find some other kind of music in the background that won't be, it's going to be very hard. And in fact, some of the music on the Gaia-Line Zong MMORPG are actually, see, I've lost one already. I've actually Shazammed them, and it actually is coming up as copyrighted music even in that game. So yeah, so we'll have to see what happens with content in the channel. And of course it's now December, it's mid-December, and there's not much light, to be honest, and it's limited to what you can do this time of year. I'll probably still do have videos and clips to go up. I'm not sure what they are at the moment. I've been a bit backlogged at what I couldn't even see the screen, backlogged to videos going up. I think I've got 4 on, and I might have screen recordings as well. I think I might have a couple of VR chat screen recordings as well that need to go up, but I can't remember. I really have been rather sore recently and confused, and videos have been going up very slow. So doing turn this down again because it's getting a bit high. Turn that down again. I have been struggling a bit to put videos up. That's why I've done a quick live video now, even though it's so dark. I said I was going to fire up the hurricane lamp, and it's turned out quite good. But I don't know if anyone's got any further questions. I can move up a bit if anyone's got any further questions, but but pretty much it's a bit of a slow it's a slow progress, just doing little bits, especially out here in the garden now, the old flat garden. It's just going to be a bit slow due to the lack of light during the day and how I feel, basically. Also, the tuxedo cat, Mekete, I may have mentioned it before, but she did in fact have an owner. It was a very strange scenario because she didn't. I've got reservations about how she was treated. Apparently she was almost 4 years old, and she was called Bass, or like Basket. But temporary live stream studio. I will hopefully be growing stuff in it, as well as my cactus collection, because I want to move my cacti collection into a central location. But what I was going to say was that Mekete has literally, she dragged me to and fro late at night to the same place, or very same area that I found her. She was becoming very aloof for about 2 or 3 weeks, and it was hard to keep her in the flat, to be honest. And then one day she went over there and she just nowhere to be seen. She was not reacting to anything in the locality. No doors, no houses, anything like that. And then I could hear her behind a door a couple of 2 or 3 houses further away. I could hear her. So that ended up with me having a rather uncomfortable talk with an owner, and they provided photo evidence, so fair enough. But if they're going to leave a cat pregnant outdoors on concrete in the cold under a metal stairwell, for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. She wasn't chipped, she never had a collar, no chip, no collar, and they pretty much used her as a kitten machine for 3 years. And just why would you do that to a cat? Treat it as though it was a wild cat. I mean, I personally saw her chewing on mice, rats, and I've heard that she even ate pigeons. And just, I mean, it built character in her. I mean, Mekete, it built character in that cat. But the thing is, because she was outdoors all the time, she was so energetic, she was very intelligent, that cat, and she literally follow me, I'd follow her, and then right towards the end, she would be looking back at me, she would be leading me, not me with her walking behind me, she was leading me over there. And it was at that time she started sniffing at a particular moped, one particular moped, and I'm thinking, why is she this whole area where I found her, and the only thing that she'll react to is a moped. And it turned out that that moped was actually belonged to someone that originally knew her or owned her. But at least I'd done the responsible thing and had her neutered. But the issue is, she's still got a chip with my details on, and just, and me not being well for 2 or 3 weeks. And the way life is right now, I've just not been up for, and they've not contacted me again, so it's just something that I have to leave behind by the looks of it. And I was struggling, really struggling to keep up with her. And she would make a mess upstairs in the flat. She wasn't entirely happy to use the tray unless it was it was brand new, she'd use it then, and then after that it would be the floor or on the settee. I'd have to put Vicks Vapor up all over the settee to stop her making a mess everywhere. So to be honest, she's not an indoor cat. Mekete or Bass, she wasn't an indoor cat. It's just the way she was brought up. And different people look after cats different. I mean, my Esma Florine, she is strictly an indoor cat, but she has access to go outside the back of the gaff if she wants it. Maybe not so much this time of year because it's too dark, and by the time I get back to the gaff from this place, after looking after Fermium, it's already dark, and I want to go back to the gaff and I just want to crash in bed basically. Yeah. But it was a struggle towards the end. But there was other forces at work, spiritual or fate things working as well. Whether you believe in that kind of stuff, I don't know, but as you know, I'm on my own, I've got no family. I never had, what the fuck? I never had my own, I never had my own missus and kids. And both my parents died in 2021, so I'm basically on my own now. Other family is a long train ride away, deep in Kent. That's mother's side, and that's basically cousins and second cousins. And father's side, it's all cousins that are either my age, older, and second cousins. So pretty much all the older generation have gone now, apart from Auntie Gloria, the posh one. She's the only one that's still about now. because I just lost Auntie Janny, my Auntie Janice. Yeah, I think maybe that is clipping. It's not exactly burning regular light. I might have to get the scissors in and take the top off that. Either that or the oil's not getting through brilliantly. Drop it down again. Yeah, so that's what happens when you're on your own, and I think that the coming of Mecca was basically to finally instill some kind of joy into my life. Fuck me, what is this doing? I don't know what's going on here. I think what the hell? I think it was basically to finally bring some kind of joy of life to me, because all I've basically seen is death, people, friends and family passing away, and there's not been anything from the other side of that spectrum. There's not been any life recently, and even though it was a cat, I've finally got to experience the joy of life, and four kittens, and it was a feeling that you can't really explain. To be honest, it was heartwarming to see these four small hairy dot pickles emerge, and of course they've moved on. One went to Thornton Heath. They've been called Coco. I wanted to call that originally Kimple, but I've completely forgotten the name. I was going to call that mirror image tuxedo Kimple, but I was so ill and stressed at the time that I forgot the name. Yeah, they are a comfort, they really are, and then they make a good hot water bottle as well. A very good hot water bottle, keep you warm at night. But one went to Thornton Heath, and she's basically been treated like a princess, literally, and they just called her Coco, which was hardly very imaginative, but that's what they do these days, these middle class families. They pamper and rotten and give them the silliest name. And there's the two black kittens that liked each other's company. They went to Ashford in Kent, and now they're basically called Thor and Loki. Thor is the male, Loki the female. Yeah. And so that the two of them black ones, they went to Ashford in Kent to my cousin, and she has two Jack Russell Labrador crosses, another small black dog, and two black cats. So she's got 3 dogs and 2 cats now. That's crazy. And of course I've got what I think is the eldest boy, and I called him Fermium, which is basically a furry version of the Ultegra track Fermium, 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 and it was as close as I could find to because they were all born while I was playing Deep and Chilled Euphoria. We got to 8:22 PM and the first kitten popped out to Ultegra Bass Cadet Beaumont Hannah 2 remix, and I just couldn't fucking believe it. Of all the music they could be into, they pop out to Ultegra Bass Cadet, honestly. So the boy that I kept, I named him Fermium, Furrmium. And he's a lovely, big, friendly boy, long-legged and fluffy. I mean, he's friendly. He doesn't like to be held like his mother. But he'll be with me. He'll snuggle up with me at night. But his fascination with food is unhealthy. He's always on top of the counter. He's trying to open cupboards, that kind of thing. But I think that happens because if you've got more than one cat together, they compete against each other. And I think that is what happened in the case of Fermium and Mecate, and also what's still happening with Thor and Loki in Ashford. But not only that, they've got 3 dogs, so they're going to be up the lot. I don't know what's happened with the mirror image tuxedo in Fulton Heath. She's on her own, so the cat being on its own, probably a completely different demeanour whatsoever. That cat is probably a proper indoor cat. She doesn't have to compete with any other cat, so she's not looking to grab. And of course, my old Esma Florine, I've had her since 2010. She grew up with a pigeon because I had a pigeon in 2009 called Mankey, and then later I called him Frankie the Mankey, and he was a 1.5 wing pigeon basically. I got him from the IKEA at Croydon. He got hit by a tram and it pretty much almost took half a wing off and all the feathers off his back. So I got a pigeon in 2009. I literally had to cut half his wing off myself. It took 3 years for that wing joint to finally heal up, and people in the Croydon graffiti community knew me from my pigeon basically. Yeah, because I used to walk around on my shoulder occasionally. Yeah, so that was fun. And then the year after, I got Esma Florine from a kitten in 2010. So basically, she grew up with Frankie from a kitten, and if she went near him, he would literally whoop, he'd whomp at her. If she got too close, he'd literally whoop, whomping. So we already know who was dominant. It was the pigeon that was dominant, not the cat, because if she went near him, boom, he'd go after her, which was very unusual. And at times, I would literally let out Frankie and Esma Florine free in the gaff. I'd go out all day and return, open the door, and Esma Florine would come up meowing, and then about 3 seconds later, Frankie the pigeon would come up behind her. So they even used to fight over the milk bowl, and Frankie would go for the cat food as well. It was a crazy situation. But as a result, my Esma Florine, she has absolutely no interest in indoor birds. She could be on a windowsill next to a bird cage and she will not show any interest at all. Okay, thanks for coming by, Gary. Arizona Skies, thanks for stopping by. Great having you on board. Till next time. Yeah, so basically Esma Florine has no interest in indoor birds, and I can literally have my late parents' budgie girl, Silly Billy, out in the bedroom over there. I can be in bed literally with the budgie up here near my neck or on my chest, and Esma Florine will be 1 foot, 2 feet away, and there'll be no interaction at all. Esma will just be there purring away, and Silly Billy will be just plucking at my beard or at the bed, the throw on the bed. There's no trouble at all. But the interesting thing is, where I've been trying to take Fermium to the gaff more. Esma Florine still doesn't really see eye to eye with him. She does still howl and hum at him, but that's mainly because Fermium is cheeky and he literally likes to play with her, and she's not in the mood for playing. And yeah, I've had the two of them within a foot or 2 foot of each other, and they're fine, but she doesn't like him playing with her. Fermium needs to understand that the old woman doesn't want to be played with. I mean, Esma Florine is now, what, 80 odd years old in human years? Because she's what, 15, 16, she's about 80 years old in cat years. But the interesting thing is, because Esma Florine doesn't react to the budgie doesn't move. Of course, when I've had Fermium there, because neither of them are reacting, Fermium can't react because he's learning, if it doesn't move, I don't attack it. So I'm hoping that in time that Fermium will go the same way. He'll learn from Esma Florine and Silly Billy the budgie, parakeet, that I don't attack this. There's no point. But I still wouldn't risk it because he's a big boy, you know, and he's cheeky. But so long as the budgie's inside the cage, he might look at her, sniff at her, going like that, but he's not going to. I'm hoping that what Esma Florine does is rubbing off on him as well, and that'd be very nice. That'd be really nice. Also, is it really worth me having one cat here at the old flat and one cat at the gaff? I mean, at the moment, Fermium is here at the old flat, but occasionally I will take him back sporadically to try and acclimatise him with Esma Florine. So it's just the situation I'm in right now, that I have one here sometimes and one at the gaff. So oh. But yeah, so far all three are doing well. Esma Florine, Silly Billy the budgie and Fermium. Mekety isn't here now, and I've not seen her since. I've not really gone out of my way to go to the area where she originally comes from. Linda next door said that she saw her once about a week or so ago, and she didn't have the collar anymore, so they've already got rid of the collar. And why would you do that? That collar doesn't belong to you, it belongs to the cat. I gave that to the cat, it belongs to the cat. But they still removed the collar from the cat. It's just the way some people are. Strange, very strange. Well, we've gone through a lot of talk about animals now. I don't know what the time is. It's definitely dark. The clouds are reflecting some light from the street lamp, so it's not going to be absolutely dark. Well, not yet anyway, but we've got this lamp going. And I'm glad I got it going because it's one of them old school ones. A very nice old school lamp. But I think you've got Greasy Cam over there. I'm pretty sure that's a flare from Greasy Cam. I think that is about it, to be honest. Apart from what I said, that it's just going to be a very slow process, moving stuff about at the old flat garden, tidying up, moving stuff about. I'm slowly getting there. I haven't used the Shindaiwa strimmer again. To be honest, I need to go over the diamond out the front, the spruce diamond, and just cut the grass right low to the ground again. Maybe add some more topsoil to it, maybe a bit more chalk, something like that. I need to tidy it up for next year, but I'll really need to be in the right mood, all factors and concentration in the health to use the strimmer. There's still a load of mud here all around the L garden. It's all mud. I did get 3 recycle bins full of old wood chippings, and I got 3 separate loads in recycle bins in the cargo buggy, and I topped up the path, and that won't be added to again until next year, say January, when I start chopping up Christmas trees. So when the Christmas trees start being dumped, I'll be dragging them in, snedding them off with the Staffordshire Buildwork, and then putting the branches through the Ryobi shredder like I normally do, and then I'll probably add spruce chippings to the top of that L section of the path. And if I am well enough to do multiple trees and keeping the trunks, the spruce trunks, hopefully I'll be able to make paths in the garden now as well, which would be nice. What am I doing for Christmas? Problem is, I'm on my own. I don't have any family, so that's gonna be a tough one. I don't have any family really, to be honest. Last year, Linda, a couple of doors down, or next door, she invited me to a family gathering in Purley. They went to Christmas to a family gathering, and my Christmas dinner there, and we had turkey, salmon, we had all kinds. Yeah, I'm on my own now. I never had any missus or kids myself, and my parents are gone. All I've got is my half brother, and he's older than me, and he's got bad eyesight, bad mobility, he's diabetic, and he's got even worse health issues than me. So, and his mother just lost her sister. So my half brother's mother recently lost her sister. No, I haven't really got anyone. So unless Linda invites me to another family dinner, I'm pretty much on my own for Christmas again. Although I wasn't last year, and I think done about Boxing Day, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, graffiti and the chili con carne, and that was nice. And my graffiti brother failed DFN to invite me round for something to eat, but he's left Croydon now. He's moved to Camden, and I have to say that the last time I saw Jay's strange neighbour, or Fail, he was like an entirely new man. He really was. He lost a lot of weight, and he looked so happy, and he looked so well in himself. And Jay Strange, it was a big factor in the Revolve Records creation. And the last time I saw him at Riff Raff's bar in Croydon, I was absolutely shocked. And I was so happy for him, because he looked like he really made it in life. He was looking well, he was looking clean-faced, he'd lost a lot of weight, and he looked really happy. So I don't know his circumstances, but his current girlfriend, or however what he works, he must be very happy, and I'm very happy for Jake Strange Neighbour will fail. Yeah. Then the graffiti community they've dragged me through some tough times, and to a lesser extent some of the ingress, night to ingress community, not Bust the White Move or ID Crisis Resistance, they've helped me a little bit with food, cat food, that kind of stuff, and food for myself. And during the lockdown times, when I had to stay in one time, why I believe that phone crack, I don't know, but I stayed in one time, and Ruben, Bust the White Move, he brought me a load of food to keep me going for a week or so, which was nice of him. Yeah, so the graffiti community, they've really helped me out in the past, not so much now because of my mental health has developed so much in my circumstances since my parents died, and all this, the way life is now, the stress has got so much that they don't really want to deal with my shit as well as their own, which is understandable. Everybody's struggling, and everybody are in their own life management, like a car engine management light comes on, but in this case it's people, and they're so busy trying to protect themselves that they don't want to emotionally get involved with other people. And as much as I love, all of a sudden at 3 Piece Suite in Croydon, I'm having to stay back a bit because I want to support him. I want to go in his shop and buy jackets, I want to buy clothes and stuff, or maybe a vinyl, but the thing is, my condition, I'm still waiting for the parents' estate to get sorted out. I don't know if it ever will, and I'm just too scared to spend any more money, to be honest. But this jacket and a pair of jeans, Ollie literally had to wipe the slate clean for me because he needed to give me some money, and it was sad really, because I'd love to support 3 Piece Suite in Croydon and Riff Raps a lot more, but I'm so worried about my current situation, my mental state and health right now, that it's really holding me back. But yeah, I have friends, some that might support me, but I don't really have the family. Let that bus go past. Other news, I have contacted my cousin in Kent, the one that took the 2 of the black kittens, and she's going to send me some crystals for making natural kefir. Basically, you've heard of kefir, K-E-F-I-R, kefir. And basically what you do, you have these crystals and you add them to organic milk, and it ferments the milk and makes kefir. And the crystals are self-perpetuating, so you gradually get more and more of these crystals, and you eat or drink the kefir for your health, and hopefully gut biome. I'm hoping that this stuff is finally going to sort my guts out. It'd be really nice to have this natural kefir sort my gut biome out. But also, if you've got an excess of the crystals, you either freeze it, you put it in the freezer, or you give it to other people. So you're actually spreading this natural kefir making process to other people, which is good. So I'm hoping to have some natural kefir making crystals be sent to me within the next week or so. We'll have to see, but it's coming up to Christmas now. I wish I could send her some of my crabapple jelly. I've still got that 2 or 3 jars of my crabapple jelly to go in the fridge left and in the gaff, and I just can't get rid of it. It's sad really, but I don't really have any family or friends to give anything to. I gave a big jar to Linda, and I gave 1 jar to Katie Fisher, and that was about it. I haven't really had anyone else. I've done the videos and the lives, but I haven't had anyone to give the crabapple jelly to. I don't really have anyone. But yeah, it'd be interesting if I can make some natural kefir out of organic milk, and I'm hoping to God that it does help with my gut biome, because I was sick for about almost 2 weeks, and I had diarrhea for almost 2 weeks, and it was just constant. It was so draining, and it was burning. It was horrible. And then right at the end, as it was starting to go away, I downed 3 cans of Coca-Cola over 2 days, and it pretty much, the phosphoric acid, it kills, what I'm told, it gets rid of all the gut bacteria in the stomach, and you end up clean slate. And then after that, for the first time in ages, I had normal stooling, but I'm back to being, it's not bad, but I know it's going to go downhill again at some point. So it'd be nice to get this natural kefir crystal, and I may do a video about it as well when it arrives. I've got jars, so I'll have to look up the instructions that my cousin sends, and I might try and do videos on making a natural kefir. And I think it's a 2 or 3 day process basically, but you have to strain the liquid away from the crystals, and you have to do it before it starts to get a bit fizzy, because it will start to get a bit fizzy, so you've got to get it before it starts to turn slightly fizzy. So we'll have to see if it helps my gut, and hopefully, because I'm a bit sore on the back now. Kefir video, yeah. You can order the crystals online easily. You can get the crystals online easily to make natural kefir. That would be very interesting, and it'd be great to do a video. And it shouldn't be too hard either. It should be quite easy to do something like that. So hopefully, when I finally make a batch, I'm hoping that it will sort me out, because it does affect my head as well. It comes up because of my hiatus hernia. I've got a small hiatus hernia apparently. All that crap, all the fumes come up and they get into my sinuses, and it also, I end up with a sore head and all that as well. And I can feel my back now, right at the base of my back. I don't know if it's the kidneys or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, to be honest. It might be in the back itself, but hopefully the natural kefir will get rid of the discomfort. I don't feel bloated now like I did then about 3 weeks ago. I feel a lot better, but I don't have bodily energy. I don't have energy levels that I'd like. I'd love to have free energy. I like to be able to be clear of the mind. I don't want to be sore every time I'm looking at stuff and not being able to focus. I'm having trouble focusing when I'm trying to work in the garden. My head feels sore, my back feels sore, and I just want to be free of that. I want to be able to function normally, and we'll just have to see if natural fear does aid in that process of rehabilitation, basically. So that'd be interesting to do a video like that. It is now dark. I don't know what the time is. There's complete cloud cover, so street lights are reflecting, which is creating a little bit of light. And the hurricane lamp, I've not got the external lights on. At least that was done properly. When they done the 2 external lights, they've done that properly, but only because me and Ishmael sorted it out. My neighbour, he got someone in, an African friend, and that he knows, and the 3 of us, it was just better done that way, not getting some other cowboy in, but actually getting a proper electrician in. But Ishmael's friend, or whoever he got in, all 3 of us, we just laughed. When we went upstairs into the flat, all the 3 of us done was fucking laugh at the work that was done before, because they completely screwed it up there. Totally screwed it up. And the small box room, the small box room where I had the iMac since Halloween up until 2 or 3 days ago, all the sockets are completely screwed up, because the socket should have been under the computer desk, not above it. What's the point in having the hole with the wires that go through if all the sockets are on top of the desk and not underneath? The socket should have been underneath the computer desk. It's the way it is. You could only run a laptop on the top, because all the cables would be on top of the computer desk. You've got all your equipment up there and the cables. Then the hole going through is there for a reason, so you can have all the wires down below, and you just have your hardware and equipment at the top, and you've got space. But they completely screwed up the design in the box room. And the electrician said he couldn't even give us a certificate, like an electric certificate or whatever that was. I don't know what that is, but because it's just all such a mess up there. But all he could do was the basics. And there's no gas. My half brother cut the gas off. I can't get the electric heaters to work. I don't know how to use them. One has a remote and I can't even use it. It won't turn on. Not for over a year now. That heater hasn't turned on for over a year. I can't get the electric heaters to work. The one in the box room works and doesn't work, but I don't understand how to use that. So I literally had to move in an old 1960s convection heater, the one with the wires that heat up, like a portable one from the 1960s. I've literally had to bring an emergency convection heater in, because it's the only way to at least keep my feet warm. It's the world, the modern world we live in, and this fascination with going electric, it's a scam. It's a complete fucking scam, going electric. I remember being at Pigs Alley, was it Motspur Park, the graffiti walls, and they were literally replacing meters and meters and meters of gas pipe, yellow gas pipe at Motspur Park. Why would they be replacing all that yellow gas pipe if gas was on the way out, spending thousands and millions? Hi, Enery. Great to have you on board, Enery. Having a bit of a rant about gas and electric. Yeah, there's no gas in the old flat, and I was just saying that why replace yards and yards and yards of gas main pipe at Motspur Park if they're going to get rid of or phase out gas? and they want everyone to be electric. And if everything is electric, it just sets you up for being manipulated, basically. That's what it is. So, and this old flat, there's no storage. There's zero storage there, apart from kitchen cupboards and one larder cupboard. That is it. There's no storage, apart from the loft. Putting stuff in the loft. Oh. Wind turbines. I don't know. Yeah, they do provide clean energy, but like you said, they use a lot of resources. There must be better ways to find renewable energy. Yeah, but no, I mean, there's no storage up there. I mean, you could call the loft space storage. There is a loft conversion. It's 33 foot long of loft conversion, plus under the eaves. But the problem is, in the summer, that loft gets so hot in the summer. Now, you could keep food up there. We might be able to keep tin food, but I haven't noticed any of the tins blowing. But that is the only storage in that flat upstairs in the loft. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh. And also we've got two windows up there, Velux windows. You've got two windows up there that you sort of pull down, unlock, and you can open them, look out, get fresh air. Them Velux windows, both of them are knackered. They need replacing, and they haven't been replaced yet. But them Velux windows need doing. And I literally had to get Linda next door to order a new ladder. It's basically a telescopic ladder that is very slightly longer than the one the painter Tony Patience had. When Tony done all the painting, he brought his own ladder, and it's exactly the same as that, but it's about 2 foot longer, and that cost 60 or 80 quid. So I had to give Linda the money back. Well, naturally I'm going to give the money back, but at least we've got a ladder to get back into the loft now. But that space hasn't even been started. The only reason none of the stuff in the loft is gone, been taken, is because my half-brother is immobile and he couldn't get up there to see what he wanted to take. Everything else in my parents' flat is gone. He took everything's gone. All my parents' possessions have been boxed up and taken away, and I assume that they're in Milton Keynes. I'll probably never see any of that stuff again. The excuse was to move it all out so I can move my stuff in, but the conditions here are not as favourable as being in the gap. So I'm literally stuck between two different places. I don't know what to say, peeps, I really don't. It's a little bit of a rant, but that's just the way it is, isn't it, to be honest? It's going to be a bit of a rant. But you can, when this video eventually live gets uploaded, I'll have to unprivate it. And of course you can watch it from the start to the end again, if need be, but it's already dark, so I've not been able to do anything in the garden apart from earlier today, and I've managed to light up this old style hurricane lamp, which I'm pretty happy about. I'll have to see if I can try and get some more paraffin, if anything like that still exists. Also, I've got a little Swedish made burner. I think it's supposed to be like a kettle burner for heating up a kettle or a pot, and it's made of brass and it's got little leg things at the top. but I need to figure out what kind of fuel it takes. It seems to say kerosene, and I don't know if kerosene is paraffin or kerosene is basically petrol. I don't really know, because when I look it up online, it says kerosene. But I hope to do a video at some point of that little brass burner at some point. We'll have to see, because I haven't done a video of that yet. And of course I've got the gilly kettle, I've got that tower, and you basically put a load of sticks in it and you set light to all the sticks, and if it goes up properly you'll have boiled water within 2 or 3 minutes. It's that fast. Unbelievable, that gilly kettle. I have done videos of it before on the channel, so DJ Puff III, Gillie kettle, gilly kettle. So you can see it, you can see me using it, and I hope to use it here as well at some point. We'll have to see how things happen. But yeah, hoping to carry on doing more videos on the channel now that I'm up to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know how my channel is going to be affected by plus 1,000 music background issues. So if I have music in the background, are all of them going to get blocked instantly? I've already had one blocked. Maybe it would be different if it was... I done it portrait, I done the video portrait, not landscape. I'll have to do one landscape and see how it goes. And it was about 2 minutes. So we'll have to see. But if I have problems with copyright with music on all my uploads, it's really going to have a negative impact on the channel, and that's all because I hit 1,000, and I'm not someone that can edit videos. I'm not a video editor. I don't add my own music. I don't know anything about that. I just do solitary videos, or maybe a live. I don't know how to edit videos. The last time I'd done something similar to that was when I had iPhone. This was years ago. I'd upload clips to my iMac of when I'd done my bottle digging, my bottle hunting, and I'd have separate clips, short clips, and it would add them together. So it looked like it was being edited, but it wasn't really. It was just separate clips, one after another. And the later ones, I might have a photo at the beginning and a photo at the end, but I have a Samsung phone now, so I'm not doing that. And I still need to upload the music from Alan Higgins from 2013. I wanted to upload it some other way, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm literally going to have 17 minutes or more free, try and figure out how to do a photo for the acoustic part and the resonator part, the guitar. With Alan Higgins, who plays acoustic, and he had a resonating guitar doing the blues stuff. And I need to try and... I'll probably have to take the tripod and just put it in front of the computer for 17 minutes. And I don't know if I can zoom in enough, but I need to release the video from 2013 when I was with Alan Higgins and he was playing, and me and the ex-girlfriend were there. It's been delayed for 11 years. It's got to go up, but I'm not a technical man. I've only got the phone, so I think I'm probably going to wind it up now. But thanks everyone for sticking with me. I know that my channel content isn't all one fixed subject, it's very random. You've got to take the good, the bad, the weird, and everything in between, and maybe something interesting will turn up later, or a gardening video, or something historical, or me hunting for bottles or something. But I can't say what's going to come first. Yeah, thank you Henry for the 1000. Yeah, it's taken what, 14 years. Apparently my most viewed video was done some years ago, and it's DJ Puff the Third, Sanford Clark, Blackjack County Chain, and they were the days when you could literally, there was a video, or you had music and you could add your own picture to it. And I put up a video of Sanford Clark, Blackjack County Chain, and it blew up basically, and it's got 170,000 views the last time I looked. Absolutely incredible. 170,000 views. And I think behind that it's Cactus Collection videos with 30,000 odd views. I thought one had 60k, but obviously cacti are popular, cactuses are popular, but until I can sort all this shit out and put staging in, I can't move everything in here, and it's going to be next year before proper staging is created for this greenhouse. Then I have to move my collection back in here. But yeah, I was very surprised when that Sanford Clark video took off like it did. But then it's probably because he passed away and people were looking for videos, and that Blackjack County Chain turned out to be one that people like to look at, and it caught on to the algorithm somehow. But yeah, I'm going to just carry on doing what I do, what I love, making videos when I can, depending on how I feel, concentration. I don't think content is really going to change all that much, it's just going to be more random stuff. We'll see how it goes really. Oh dear. Hey Don Arnold! Here comes the Canadian element. Hey Don Arnold. Yeah, I think I'm just about to call it. I've been here for, must be over an hour now, so about an hour 20 minutes. I'm feeling a bit sore. DJ deserves the attention. Well, we'll have to see about that. But yeah, like I said, the content is pretty much going to be the same. I'm hoping I'm not going to have too many issues with music in the background of videos, especially portrait. If I have music in the background of portrait videos, especially live music, because I don't want to do live music videos or lives and the band is that fucking good, like Strange Fashion, that I literally get music hits because the band are too good, and my live or video of a band gig is blocked because the band are just simply that good. And if that happens, it's because after you get to 1,000 followers, rules change for you basically, because you have more percentage of people that might want to download some music off of a video, but it's rubbish because you've got all the background noise in the background. So how are people going to get free music when you've got all the other noise in the background? It's just, YouTube, honestly. I'm hoping I'm not going to get kicked in the balls now that I've got 1,000 followers. But yeah, thanks everyone for putting up with DJ. I'm going to have to go upstairs now and have something to eat. I've got a can of ginger beer that I'm going to down, and Fermium's up there, so I'm going to have some time with my boy Fermium. My lower back is still rather sore. I don't know what it is, whether it is actually my back or I'm fighting something. I don't know. Oh dear. Thanks again for sharing. Yeah. Thanks for popping by, Don. This video will eventually go up, but it'll be private initially, and then I'll have to free it. Basically, I'm thinking in the next few days of going to, I don't know if I'll be doing a live. I might do a live if possible, or just a normal video of Pinewood Close. We have Pinewood Close in Shirley, and the whole road lights up with Christmas lights, so I might return to Pinewood Close in Shirley and get a video of all the Christmas lights there. I'll have to see how I feel, if I'll do a live or a normal video. It may have to be a live if I don't have the room on my phone for a normal video, so we'll have to see. But I'll have to use data, that's the problem. I'll have to use cellular data to do the live, and I cannot guarantee the quality of picture using cellular data, because we're living in the modern age, and yet it feels like we're backwards. Happy Jen, it's me. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask personal questions who it's me is, but I think they may be affiliated to the graffiti community. I'm not going to ask any questions, but thanks for being around. It's me, Don Arnold. We saw Gary 24/7 Arizona Skies here earlier as well. We've had a few people watching, but not everyone's live. But thanks for sticking around. Problem is, I'm right next to a main road, so yeah, and it's a mishmash of different communities coming together, basically. People from different places, so if they do visit a live that I do, or comment on your videos, it's people from different places. Anyway, like I said, hopefully I'd like to do a video, maybe even a live, of the Christmas lights up at Pinewood Close in Shirley, so I'll have to see how I feel in the next few days. I might go up there, but I may still have to take the cargo buggy for mobility getting there, and then I might be able to park it up and just walk with the cane. I'll have to see. But yeah, it'd be nice to do the Christmas lights video. Anyway, I think I'm gonna think about wrapping it up now. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Hey, don't you just love being in control? You get the reference. I'm gonna end it here now. Thanks everyone for stopping by for this random live in the greenhouse. The greenhouse is finally finished. But I've had to literally put I had to put 2 pieces of this metal strip on There's still one over there that I can't put on. I don't know how I'm going to put that one on there. One on this side went on, and one on the roof, and Ishmael put another on. But now I've literally got a skeleton gun with mastic. I think it's black mastic, and I've literally got to go around all the corners that have got gaps, and I'm going to try and fill in some of these air gaps in the corners because they don't match up, they're not together. So I've got a skeleton gun and some black mastic, and I'm going to have to literally try and fill in these gaps in the corners, see how I feel, because I want to seal this. And I think I'm going to end it there. And we got the old hurricane lamp working, proper British manufacture, old style hurricane lamp. Lovely thing this. It had its moment earlier when it went completely fucking stupid. I don't know what that was about, and I had to adjust it a bit, but yeah, that is a good old hurricane lamp, that. Good old school style. Oh, my back is not brilliant right now. I need to find my, oh there it is, walking pole. Just going to say I need to find my walking pole now. Right, I'm going to end this video now. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate everyone being here. That's not going to burn. And I'll see you either on the next live, if I do the Christmas lights at Shirley, or just other videos that I'll put up. But 1,000, 1,000 followers. Wow. It took 14 years, but I got there. Let's take this off now. Oh. Yeah. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and we'll catch you on the next video live, or just